Yeah, right here.
Wow.
Yeah, that's probably what we can remember. But we definitely know it was over our head. People were whitewater rafting down the road in kayaks. And
Ranui resident Kerry Skelling points out a water level mark taller than her on the fence of their Earlitch Drive property. It's a reminder of the day everything changed for her family of 4 who fled their home of 20 years on the evening of the Auckland anniversary floods, when a month's worth of rain fell across the city in less than an hour. They haven't spent a night in their yellow-stickered house since, and even though 10 months have passed, coming back doesn't get any easier.
emotional. Very emotional. I think because we wanted this to be our forever home for our kids. That's the hardest part.
The house has been stripped bare, with a gaping hole in what used to be the floor of the sunroom. Wet jib and insulation have been removed from the walls and plumbing and carpets ripped out. The bedrooms are empty, bar a few posters.
It's not a home anymore. It's just a house. It's just a shell. The kids don't even call it home.
The volume of water that washed through is hard to fathom.
We had to suck all the water out of the carpet to get the carpet out of the house.
So that was just from this room? Or from the whole house?
This is from this room, 180 litres of water. So we had a dry vac and we were just vacuuming, emptying.
While the family waits to hear what category they'll be, they're staying in 2 cabins on a friend's property. It's all they can afford while still paying their mortgage. Gary says they've become desperate and are now exploring selling their home as is, where is.
What we have been offered will probably pay the mortgage. So our years we've put into this, painting it, tidying it. When we bought it, it wasn't quite like this. But yeah, we made it ours.
Next door, Brent Middleton and Deirdre Boyce are also waiting to hear whether their home will be bought out. They moved in just over a year before the January flood, when they had to escape by boat.
We grabbed the dinghy, pulled it to the step and loaded up me, her, the dog, and our stuff that we could grab. We didn't know what to grab because it's the first time we've ever been in something like that.
It's white stickered and it's no restrictions on access.
Their property has been white stickered, which means it's technically okay to use, but they say that's far from the case.
It's just really like a nightmare camp. It really is a camping trip that doesn't stop.
The rats have been horrendous, so that's why all my food's in plastic containers. We've got rat traps in the kitchen. We've blocked all the holes.
They've been sleeping in a tiny cabin, using the house to cook and shower, but sleeping there isn't possible.
During the winter period, the dampness was so thick with moisture, it was absolutely horrendous. And that's how we've been since. It'll make you quite severely sick if you were to sleep inside. It's no good to, it's just so thick you could cut it with a knife.
When we visited, they had just had an assessor round to look at their property, the last in their street.
I really want this done. Yeah, we need an answer. It's just we can't live like this forever.
Despite all the good memories they have from this place, they don't want to come back.
Especially when it rains. Every time it rains, we're like meerkats looking out the window.